Hi students, welcome to today's class. Are you fine dears? Good. In the previous class we discussed about democracy and two types of democracy, that is direct and indirect democracy. Let's continue the chapter. While democratic system is widely accepted, non-democratic governments also exist in different countries. Let's check different forms of government that exist in the world today. Students, observe these news headlines carefully. King of Bhutan arrives for a 4-day visit. Niti Aayog will replace Planning Commission in India. Prime Minister. Strong protest by Democrats against military rule in Myanmar. Brunei Sultan will declare his successor today. Let's arrange the countries and governments mentioned in the news headlines as follows. Bhutan, constitutional monarchy. India, democracy. Brunei, sultanate. And Myanmar, military. Students, do you know what are the differences among the form of government listed here? The King of Bhutan and Sultan of Brunei inherited power. These are examples of non-democratic form of government. Military government is also a form of non-democratic government. A non-democratic government is formed by an individual or a group of individuals who establish power and rule the country according to their own interest. You are aware that India has a democratic form of government. A government formed by the representatives of the people is called a democratic government. Let's analyze the features of democratic and non-democratic governments. Democratic government. Government formed by the representatives elected by the people. Freedom of speech and rights of the people are legally ensured. And rulers are subject to law. Next, non-democratic government. Power is passed on hereditarily or is captured. Freedom of speech and rights of the people are limited. And ruler is superior to law because the law is decided by him. Majority of the nations have adopted the democratic system. This is mainly because of the merits of democracy compared to the other forms of government. Let's check the merits of democratic government. Respects the opinion of the people, protects the freedom of individuals, rulers as well as the people are subject to the same law, and the rulers are indebted to the people. Now, examine the statements given below and give a tick mark against the statements related to democratic and a cross mark against those related to non-democratic form of government. Elections are held periodically. Power passed on hereditarily. Rule of people's representatives. Rule of king or sultan or military chief. Individual freedom prevails. Control over courts. Respects public opinion. The most prominent factor that differentiates democratic governments from non-democratic governments is the rights they ensure. For ensuring a democratic life for the citizens, it is essential that their rights are protected. The following are some of the rights ensured by the democratic government of India. Right to live, right to education, freedom of speech, freedom of association, right to equality, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, etc. Do the people in all countries of the world enjoy these rights? No. The rights of the people are effectively protected only in democratic countries. Students, observe this blog. These are the words of Farah Baker, a 16-year-old Palestinian girl doomed to live in a war-torn country since her birth. War has shattered all the dreams and hopes of Farah Baker. There are a lot of people like Farah living in this world who do not know the meaning of freedom and rights. What do rights mean? Rights are those conditions to be ensured by the state and the society for the better life and opportunities for its citizens to develop their talents and potentials. Governments take necessary steps for the protection of rights. For this, every country incorporates a list of rights in their constitution. This list is known as the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights in India is known by the name Fundamental Rights. Fundamental Rights of Indian Citizens: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. So students, today we discussed about different forms of government, that is democratic government and non-democratic government, merits of democratic government, and the fundamental rights. So students, I hope all of you understood today's section. We'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.